and I would love to know how you came to collaborate with Kebie and what was your inspiration to create this book study in class?
Oh, man. Wow. Summarize it. Yeah, come to know Kebie. First of all, I only pick people that are going to challenge me, help me grow, and feel good about myself every day in my circle. I'm very selective. So that's why Kebie is a part of my life. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean it in a you should protect your time way. So that's how I got to know Kebie and her family and her passion, her commitment for what she believes in, and her work ethic. I'm very attracted to work ethic in the way of collaborating as business partners. So she's a good friend. So she's loyal. And that's really important when you're doing business. There's nothing wrong with looking for that. I use this book for the last 7 years as a kind of a foundation and a platform for all of my life coaching. And I've seen phenomenal results on people gaining freedom and taking nuggets from the book of what works for me. But then to have another approach, to have an online approach, to have Kebie's approach with it really opened up a whole nother floodgate of getting different type of people to understand what it means to have the right agreements in your life. And what we have been trained to do our whole life, we can retrain to recreate new agreements and break old ones. And so, yeah, Kebie was a no-brainer to partner with this, and we're excited because we just get to collaborate our networks together and be able to offer something to anybody. And to be able to do that on this awesome online platform with you and other coaches and understanding that are backing us up, it's just a unique collaboration and commitment to the community. So.
A little bit about your attraction to working with Darrell and the creation of this class.
Okay, so Darrell and I met, goodness, Maddox is 9. So 9 years ago, we were both in network marketing, same company, but different teams. I had a project in the town he was in, which was Raleigh, North Carolina, which is 2 hours from me. So I would drive in, do consulting for that hospital. And afterwards, instead of just staying in my hotel, I would call Darrell and say, hey, y'all have some meetings in the area. I want to work my business. So I started showing up. And one thing I noticed about Darrell is he was the first one there and the last one there, and he had a full-time job. So he, like me, we knew hard work, and we also served people. We both wanted to serve people. So I was there helping his team, and he came to my town and helped my team. So we ended up like cross-line cousin helping each other. And then we started earning trips together, and we earned our car, and it was fantastic and fun. So we watched two of us with no business skill, no degrees. He was in social work. I did IT and healthcare. Like, we're not the common person on the list, right? We knows network marketing, and he knows how to grow coaching, which, by the way, are both the same. You both hustle both, you work hard in both, and you recruit both. So he has a 4 agreements kind of guideline with his coaching. All of his clients, they read 4 agreements. Like, if you're going to work with Darrell, that's on the list. So I'm like, I need to get this book and figure out what the heck I'm missing out on, right? So I got the book. I started reading it. Then Darrell implemented his class. He already had information with online. So I said, hey, I'll join and help out, and I'll show you Zoom, and I'll show you this if I can just come in on this thing and watch, right? So as a student, 3 times I said, I want to do this with you. We need to do this class together. And so he said, let's do it. And that's how it evolved. Darrell's been in with the 4 agreements for a long time. He studied it a long time. And so I just trusted that and went with it and fell in love with the class to the point that I wanted to be a trainer. So now he and I co-coach the class, and it's highly recommended. I'll recommend this to my kids when they're old enough to take it serious. Right. Not just, but if you're in network marketing or any type of sales and you're not 6-7 figures, you got to have 4 agreements, because a lot of the issues and why you're not moving forward are because of that. So
people buy you, okay? And I want to highlight, people buy you first before they buy anything you have to offer. If That's you, right. as the product, are not set up for success, people see that. So one of the biggest things that I teach businesses, that I teach seniors, that I teach anybody, is to work on yourself. And when you get your foundation right, the whole house becomes so much more easier. And that's what from this book, that's what Kebie, you hit on so many different things, like changes in that particular person. I remember you telling me that, man. And I didn't give you a warning. I knew that was going to happen, but I just wanted to evolve that way. But it was really cool to see. I have gotten emails. I was just going to read a quick, I printed off one that really stuck out to me, because we have homework and one of the questions I asked was, what are some things or some ways that you've taken things personally? And just real quick, this person said, Nicole, is this okay to read this? Is that all right with you? Or,
yeah, that's fine.
She just said, what are some ways I've taken things personally? Well, this would be a very long list, but one thing really stands out to me. Many years ago, a friend turned her back on me after I shared something personal. I was hurt, confused by her reaction, as I thought I was safe to share. That was 14 years ago, and I still think about the time, and I feel sad and hurt. I've tried to let it go. I've tried to forgive her and reaction. However, when I see her in public, she gives me that look that rejects me over and over again. I can see so clearly how this has shaped me and who I am today. I live in a state of rejection, a fear of it, which affects me expressing my thoughts or opinions to others. When I have read, this is the key. This makes me think of the article, when your feet hurt, you can either cover the whole earth with leather or wear shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I have been covering my whole earth with leather, trying to protect myself. And so when I read that we spend 95% of life and energy on defending and protecting, and only 5% on really, truly living, this was a huge awakening for me. If I was to keep this agreement about not taking things personally, I feel I can travel around the world with my heart completely open, and no one can ever, ever hurt me. Powerful. I mean, so there's intimacy in this. There's things that come out that me and Kebie, all we're doing is bringing things to the surface. And that's our job as coaches. Most people have the answers. It's just our job to get them to where we can work with them. And these practical agreements are things that I've used to change my life. And I really feel there is a practical freedom to these agreements. So I believe in the book. I believe in the program. We've offered it at an amazing, I sound like an infomercial, but it's amazing price. You get to talk to us. You get to meet new people. You get to be online and learn a new skill. It's a no-brainer. I mean, I look to take a course for myself, and I love the format that this community is offered, because we're in it to win it. And I think that's what Coach Kebie offers. You see that Nicole, Coach Sally, and Noelle, and so many other coaches and leaders. So I get pumped up about this book, because the change just come off, and I know Kebie loves that, and I can see that image of that change is popping, and that's what this is about. So I get pumped, and that's it. I mean, that's a nutshell. I just tell people, go for it. If you invest some time in this and it works, it doesn't work for you, no big deal. You'll meet some cool people. But if it does work, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big deal for your life, business, and anybody you come in contact with. You will start smelling a lot better, and you'll be a lot more happier, and people will want to be around you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you so much, Darrell, for taking the time out tonight from your